Like I said, today's going to be upper body mobilities. Now, Mike, you've done this before, so it's not going to be anything different for you guys, but feel free to follow along. We're going to keep it super duper simple. We're just going to go 3 by 10 today. Okay, I'll take you through the movements, through the warm-ups, through the exercises, and we'll keep it simple. 3 sets by 10 repetitions. That's at 3 by 10. So let's get it started. We're going to start off with what I call horizontal shoulder mobilities because our arms are moving, you guessed it, horizontally. All right, so let's pretend that I already started counting. 3, 2, switch it. Now we're going to go what's called vertical shoulder mobilities. Now, for those of you that have worked out with me in person or online, you know this rotation, you know this routine. 2, 1. And on the warm-ups, I like to do a couple sets. Now, maybe it's 1 set, but I add in other exercises. Maybe it's 2 sets of the same exercise or even 3 sets. Let's switch it. Let's go 1 more. What I don't want to do is hustle and hurry through a workout. I don't want to hurry to get to the workout and not be primed and prepped and ready to rock. 2, 1. And time. All right, the next one's just going to be a very simple shoulder circle. Now you can put your hands on your hips or at your side, but what I want you to do is go forward with your range of motion. So you're going to pin your shoulders back, you're going to shrug or elevate, and you're going to round forward. Okay, let's go 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do 10 repetitions. 5. So let's go 5 more going in that forward direction, front direction. 3, 2, that's 8 of 10. 1, that's 9 of 10. That's 10 of 10. Now let's go ahead and go reverse. Now maybe the reverse is a little bit easier than the forward. That is fine. Maybe the forward is easier than the reverse. That's fine. Whichever way it is, you want a full, big, complete range of motion so that when it does come to workout time, that range of motion, that full range of motion when you're under a load or holding a weight is no big deal. And time. All right, so there's our 10 of 10. We're going to do 1 more set. We're going to go back to that forward, okay? And now that you got 1 set under your belt forward, 1 set under your belt going backwards, if your range of motion is a little bit bigger, awesome. If your shoulders are a little bit less crunchy or a little bit looser, awesome. That is the goal. That's what we're trying to purposely do, especially being that we're going to do an upper body movement. We want that. We need that. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now again, last one. Remember, we're doing 2 sets forward, 2 sets back. So this is going to be that back or that reverse. And whatever you need or feel like you need or feel, as far as range of motion goes, as far as rep count goes, do that. Now we're doing that 3 by 10, and that's a very plain Jane basic approach. Maybe we need more, maybe we need less, maybe we need faster, maybe we need slower. Let's go 1 more just to make sure. And time. All right, so I like to go double arm circles at the same time. Very, very easy approach to it is a single arm, forward and back. And that might be good if we're doing unilateral or one-sided things, which is fine. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I like to go at the same time. All right, so we're going to go arm circles forward. Same idea, as big of a range of motion as possible, as you can handle, as you can do. 3, 4, and we're going to go 10 repetitions. 5, and as the arms come back, the shoulders go back, the chest comes out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse. Now the same thing goes for the reverse as it does for the forward. Big range of motion. Now because we're going backwards, arms come back, shoulders come back, it's a little bit easier to exaggerate that chest up and out or that extension. Okay, and that's the goal. 7 of 10, 8 of 10, 9 of 10, 10 of 10. So here's where we're going to do that one side. It's still shoulder circles, but via straight arm, okay? I'm going to stagger my stance just to give me a little bit of torso rotation, okay? I'm going to go right arm, shoulder circles, arm circles, forward. And just make this a little bit of a bigger, a little bit of a smoother. Maybe there's a little bit of speed to it. That's all right. 8 of 10, and 10. Stay on that same side, and let's go reverse. 3, 4, 5 of 10, and then we're gonna switch arms and switch stance. 8 of 10, 9 of 10, 10 of 10. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Same thing, straight arm, big range of motion, smooth range of motion, but we need that range of motion. 6, 7 of 10 going forward, 8 of 10 going forward, 9er, 10, same stance, same side, but reverse. And I like to make that range of motion a little bit bigger by tightening down my stomach, yes, but adding in a little bit of rotation. So as I come up and back or reverse, I'm kind of opening up to it, okay? We want that midsection to be warmed up as well, because when we start holding weights, bars and bells, we want that stomach to be able to hold it, support it. 2 and 1. All right, so whether you have it or not, the next exercise that we're gonna do is called a low trap raise. Okay, so I like to use a PVC pipe, a 5-foot pre-cut PVC pipe. Now, if you do not have one, you can use a broomstick. If you do not have one, you can use a golf club. If you do not have one, use your arms, okay? But the stance is gonna be the same no matter what you do. We're gonna do what's called a neutral grip, meaning your palms are facing in and your thumbs are up. With a pipe, with a stick, with a club, or not, palms are up. I'll show you the side view. What you're gonna do is you're actually gonna kind of get set up as if you're getting ready to do some bent over rows, but you're gonna hold that position, you're gonna hold that posture, and you're going to raise your arms up. Now, it doesn't matter what you have or if you have anything at all, raise those arms up. Get the thumbs to the sky. All right, so this is called a low trap raise. We're gonna do 10 repetitions, okay? In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, smooth, steady Eddie. 2, what you don't want to do is, hey, look how much range of motion I have. Look how high I'm raising it. That's garbage, that's cheating, that's not so good. So stay rigid, stay deliberate, stay disciplined in your technique and your form, just like you would when you were lifting weights. Your warm-up should be treated with the same level of seriousness and intent. Let's go 2 more, 1 more, and break. Now I'm gonna chuck that and get rid of that. Now let's break and shake real quick. I'll give you a heads up. Now I got with me my dumbbells and my bar, but I also have a resistance band. This would be light to moderate tension. So if I wanted to use it for my warm-up and or my workout, I can get away with having just 1, okay? If you go too light, you might not be able to use it to its full capacity and get out of it what you want in your workout, and vice versa. If it's too much, you're not gonna benefit from it or get what you need out of it in the warm-up. But let's say you do not have a band. Let's snag 5-pounders, maybe you got 7.5 or 8s or 3s, something a little bit on the light side. All right, so in 15 seconds, I'll give you some time to set up. In about 15 seconds, we'll do it up. All right, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so for me, I'm gonna do what's called a bungee pull apart. A bungee pull apart. I got the bungee, and I'm going to pull apart. What I'm focusing on is what's called scapular retraction, or pinching, squeezing your shoulder blades back together. If you do not have the bungee and you got those dumbbells, let's go bent over, reverse fly. Same movement, different piece of equipment, all right? We're gonna go 2 sets, 10 repetitions. In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2. Now if you got your dumbbells, keep your back flat. If you have a resistance band like me, keep your chest up and out and get the knuckles out to the side. 6, 7, 8, 9er, and 10. So we're going 2 sets at 10. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of downtime, a little bit of a break and shake, release the tension or release the load, and then I'm gonna hit 1 more time, and then our warm-up is gonna be complete. All right, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Same 10 repetitions. Same chest out, what's called thoracic extension, neutral wrist, and punching the knuckles out. And it's gonna be the same darn thing if you're doing those bent over rows. Punch those knuckles out, keep your wrist neutral, stick the chest out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for me. All right, a little bit of a break and shake. I'm actually going to forego the bungee. We'll put that off to the side. In any of these exercises, we could possibly do it with the bungee instead. But like I said, today, we're gonna use a barbell and a set of dumbbells. If you do not have the barbell, both exercises, when we do our superset, we'll get to that, can be done with your dumbbells, okay? All right, so let's rock and roll, my friends. We're gonna start with a shoulder press, all right? So because the dumbbells, although not heavier, are independent of each other and it's a fuller range of motion, there could be more rotation in the shoulder, it's a little bit more of a natural movement, it is possible that it is a little bit harder or the difficulty is a little bit higher than the barbell. So what I'm going to do is start with my dumbbell shoulder press, neutral press, overhand press. I can do a supinated press. It doesn't matter, an Arnold press. It does not matter how you do your press, but 10 repetitions, set it down, grab your barbell, do another 10 repetitions. If you don't have that barbell, just do a second set with that dumbbell, set of dumbbells. All right, so let's get it going. Grab your dumbbells. We're going to do 10 repetitions, 3 by 10 to be specific. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2. Now remember, overhead movements, stomach tight, butt tight. No leaning, no letting that back take the load. 8, 9, and 10. All right, same set of dumbbells, or if you're like me and you got that barbell, let's get that barbell going. Okay, stomach tight, butt tight, punch knuckles up, 10 repetitions. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, because we are strength training, not necessarily trying to get a cardio component, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but that's not our main focus or objective. In between each set, loosen it up a little bit. I'm on the big clock, so I'll take about 15 more seconds, and that'll give us about 25, 30 seconds in between, just to kind of reload. Okay, we got 10 seconds, and we're gonna hit it again. Second set, same thing. All right, grab your grip. There's our time. 3, 2, 1, and go. And I'm gonna keep my grip the same. I'm not gonna change anything just yet. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, one thing to do as you punch up and press up, have your head and chest come through. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'll give you the side view. Instead of here or pressing, come through a little bit. All right, keep going if you're already going. I'll play catch up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 10. All right, break and shake, tune the tank, 1 more to go. So I'm gonna go with about that 30 seconds in between. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen up. There's 15, about 15 more. And that'll bring us to our third set with this superset. All right, third set, last set. I am going to switch my grip. Instead of an overhand pronated grip, I'm gonna bring those suckers in. Keep it neutral, punch it up. It's gonna be a little bit harder, but hey, if it's not difficult, it's not worth your time. And let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Break and shake if you need to, but switch your grip from your dumbbell to your barbell, or it's just your second set of dumbbells. If you're on dumbbells, it's actually your sixth set, so kudos to you. Rock on. 3, 2, 1, and go. 4, 8, 9 for me. There's my 10. All right, so there's our first rotation, 3 by 10. Very good job. And we're on the big clock now, and we'll go that same 30, 35 seconds. Okay? Just gonna take a little bit of a break. Let me see who's here. All right, let's keep it going, let's stay on track. So if that is our upper body pushing movement with a superset, let's go ahead and switch it and let's go upper body pulling. Now for right now, we're gonna stay with 2 arms, okay? We're not gonna do an alternating, we're not gonna do a unilateral movement. We're just gonna do everything at the same time to start. We're gonna stay nice and squared up, nice and strong. I'm gonna have the same idea, 10 with one, 10 with the other. I'm also going to stay dumbbells and then barbell, okay? If you have only dumbbells, remember, maybe you're just double dipping on sets. Maybe you're doing 6 sets, 3 sets of 2 apiece. All right, let's get it going. We're gonna go a dumbbell bent over row. Now with the dumbbells, I'm purposely going to supinate or turn my palms towards you guys, because then on the barbell, I'm gonna have my palms towards you guys. So we'll double dip a little bit. All right, let's do it to it. 3 by 10. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And just like our warm-ups, you wanna make sure that those shoulders pin back and squeeze and pinch and retract. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now remember, that is an underhand grip by choice for me, because I'm gonna do the same grip with the barbell. 10 repetitions in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and break. Now let's say I was doing this not on video. It was my own workout, and I knew going into it I was going to have a dumbbell option and a barbell option. I would probably do it over at a squat rack so that I could add plates or take off plates or add some form of variable like a bungee or something like that. I would try to purposely do that, but I don't. So let's do it. Number 2, bent over row. I'm going neutral grip, gonna go neutral grip. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now it's still a bent over row. It just changes the feel in the grip just a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switch your grip, switch your piece of equipment or dumbbells. We'll go another set. I'm gonna go underhand grip again for my row. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and break. 2 in the tank, 1 more to go. All right, let's do it again. Number 3. Now my third set, last set, I'm gonna change my dumbbell grip again. I'm gonna go overhand grip as if I'm holding the barbell, because on my third set barbell, I'm also gonna go overhand grip. Still a bent over row, still the same weight, still 10 repetitions, different grip, different feel. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 10 for 10 on those guys. All right, third set, last set, I'm going barbell. Now my grip is going overhand. So my grip needs to be just a smidge wider, okay? And my elbows, instead of being inside close to the body, they're a little flared. But the movement stays the same. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and break. Okay, there is your 3x3 on your upper body row or pull. Now while we break and shake, your next rotation, we're staying upper body. We're gonna stay the 3x10, and we're gonna stay the dumbbell to barbell. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to that press, and I'm gonna make it a one arm press. So just one dumbbell press. The barbell option, if you have a barbell, you're gonna actually wanna turn your bar, I guess you would call this vertically or front to back linearly, so that the bar is running from you to me or me to you, okay? So we're gonna go 10 repetitions with the dumbbell, press any grip, set it down. 10 repetitions on the press with the barbell. Staggered stance or squared up stance, but tighten down that tummy and press up. Okay? Let's rock and roll. All right, right side, right arm. 10 repetitions on the one arm press. Now this offhand, whatever you gotta do, I'm gonna throw it here on the abs, on the stomach, crunch down. If there's any sort of softness, that means I'm not tightened down. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, set that down or rest, because we got it again. Barbell people, I'm gonna square up a little bit, and I'm gonna get slightly athletic or squatty. All right, here we go, 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, break, shake. Other side, but we're doing the same thing. All right, left hand, left side, one arm press. 3, 2, 1, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One arm barbell press. Again, I'm gonna square up, slightly bent so that my legs take a little bit of the load. Tighten that tummy. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we were talking before, if there was a little bit more downtime, or maybe you come back and do this on your own, hit pause, throw a plate or some weight on that bar. Make it a little bit difficult, still doable, but make it a little bit difficult. Kind of make yourself, kind of work at it a little bit. All right, right side number 2. Now we don't really necessarily need to take too much of a break, because while that left side was working, that right side was waiting in the wing. 10 repetitions, and go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Barbell press. Oh, come on now. All right, here we go. 1, and let's go. 8, 9, 10. Now that one arm barbell option is a good one, especially if there's any sort of weight on it, because as it comes down and you absorb or accept it or take down that weight, there's a possibility there's some room there for rotation, which is one, why you want to keep your tummy tight, but two, you're going to double dip on that midsection. Okay, here we go. Let's get that left side. 3, 2, 1, and go. 7 for me, 8 for me, 9 for me, 10 for me. Okay, third set, last set. Gonna do it again on this press. Now, if you're doing this at home, there are attachments. They're called landmine attachments to put the bar in to kind of fix it into place. If you don't have it, throw a dumbbell down. If you don't have it, put it in the corner. If you don't have it, put it up against the bench. If you don't have it, put it up against any stationary object so that sucker doesn't move. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now I'm gonna add in that rotation to give you a visual, but again, this is a little bit on the lighter side, so I wouldn't necessarily do it. I'd wanna be a little bit more rigid, a little bit straighter, a little bit stiffer. 9, and 10, and break. All right, break, shake, rest, recover. I'm gonna redo my layout here. All right, rest, recover if you need it. Now our next rotation is still a superset, still dumbbell to barbell, still 3 by 10. We're just gonna do it a hair different, okay? This is back to the bilateral movement, meaning 2 at the same time. This is a pull, but a shoulder movement. Okay, so it's kind of a cool little twofer. Okay, you're working a pushing muscle via pulling movement. Dumbbells, you're going to do an upright row. Now don't get confused with a high pull, which is next, but you're going to do an upright row. Your goal is to bring the dumbbells up. Dumbbells, wrist, elbows, shoulders, all same level, same height. Okay? The tricky thing is, as you come up with it, try not to round the shoulders. Try not to collapse into it. You come up, pull back, squeeze back. Make it that pulling movement that we're going for, okay? If it's just that upright, it's gonna be just shoulders. If you do the upright and retraction or pin the shoulders, we can get that trap. We can get that whole upper back and shoulder girdle, okay? The more movement, the better in this particular exercise. The second exercise, either dumbbells, stay with dumbbells and do it again, or you go to barbell and do an upright row. Nonetheless, that's our next rotation, 3 by 10. All right, snag your dumbbell, snag your weights. Let's rock and roll. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1. And remember, dumbbell, wrist, elbows, shoulders. Get them up, get them even. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you will have a little bit of a freer, more natural range of motion with the dumbbells because they can move. You are a little bit more fixed on this barbell. Okay, take it smooth, take it steady. Get used to that feel in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same idea. Shoulders up, elbows up, wrists up, hands up. Barbell follows. 8, 9er, and 10. All right, we're gonna go 30 seconds. Hey, Mikey, don't worry about it, man. Good to see you. And again, congrats on moving in and starting that new job of yours. We're excited for you. All right, let's get it going. Set number 2, upright row for 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, upright row barbell. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, if you're counting your own reps, every time you count a rep, 3, 4, that's when you exhale. Don't forget to breathe. 7, 9, and 10. And break. All right, totally lost count. Let's say that that's second set. And let's do it again. No, you know what? I think that is set number 3. All right, break and shake. Let's say that's set 3. The hard part about doing this on my end is remembering what the heck set I'm on. But a 4th set, a bonus set, an extra set, never hurt anybody. All right, so we're going to come back to the shoulders, but we are going to stay with a pulling movement, okay? Barbell and dumbbell, or dumbbell and barbell, bicep curls, okay? You have a couple of different grip options. You have 3 that I typically go to. You have a rotational curl, or what's called a supinated curl, where the palm comes up. You have a neutral grip curl, where the thumb comes up and the palms stay in. You also have that overhand pronated grip, or if you want to do a crossbody curl, or what's called a hammer curl, you have that option. But at the top, turn it over, okay? So you got 3 grips. Each set, I'm going to do the opposite, okay? On the barbell, they're only going to be underhand. Palms are only going to be up. All right, same time curls. We're going to start with that supinated curl. So you're going to turn your palms up in 3, 2, 1, and go. So come up, turn up, pin the shoulders back. Try not to hunch, try not to round forward. As you curl, don't let that elbow come out in front. Stand up tall, get the shoulders back. Keep going, you got 10 repetitions. I'm gonna play catch up. 3, 4 for me, 5. And if you can keep your shoulders set back and squeezed and under tension, awesome. 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you have to change weight to do another 10 repetitions on your dumbbells, do that, because I'm always going to encourage you to go light and do it right. Never sacrifice quality for weight or quantity. All right, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it right. Keep it clean, keep it correct. Bicep curls, 3, 2, 1, and go. Chest up, shoulders back, elbows back. So I don't care your range of motion. Higher, but shoulder or elbows in front, not good. Lower, elbows back, awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful, break and shake. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. 1 down, 2 to go. Now my second set on those bicep curls, we're gonna stay 10 repetitions, and we're gonna stay same time, but remember we can change the grip. So I'm gonna go hammer curls. I'm gonna go thumbs up, palms facing each other. But as I curl up, shoulders forward, no. Elbows forward, absolutely not. Sit up tall and pinch. We want this to be a pulling movement. So if there's a little bit of a row at the top, do it. All right, let's rock and roll. Set number 2. Hammer curl, same time, hammer curl. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, we got to stay supinated on these bicep curls because I have a straight bar. Now let's say I was doing this on my own. I might snag an Elite FTS multi-grip bar. I might snag an Elite FTS preacher bar. I might use an Elite FTS fat grip 2-inch bar, doesn't matter. But right now I'm gonna keep it simple, keep it easy peasy. I'm gonna do that supinated barbell curl, just in a 45-pound, 7-foot Olympic bar. And let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 2 in the tank, 1 more to go. I'll give it just a little bit of a shake out. Kind of collect myself. Now, if you want that cardio component, go, 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 go. Minimize that rest, but make sure you don't sacrifice your quality. Sacrifice weight, that's fine. But if you want to go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, then do it. All right, last one. We're gonna go overhand grip. Excuse me, this is gonna start off like that hammer curl, but at the very top, you're gonna turn palms down. Okay, at the very, very top, you're gonna turn them palms down. You're gonna pronate, so waving to you guys. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Hey-yo. Now when I do it, I'm not bringing my elbows out, so my range of motion is gonna be a little bit weird. But turn it and keep those elbows in. 11. And there's 10. Now I suppose on this bar, straight bar, you could go overhand grip. I'm not necessarily too big of a fan because it does put a little bit of a weird angle on the wrist, kind of deviates it a little bit because you have no other choice. But I suppose you could. But I'm gonna stick with that supinated, that palms up. Okay, really hit that bicep hard. 3, 2, 1, and go. 8, 9er of 10. beautiful. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do, I might make a little game time decision here. We got our high pulls. We did upright rows before, so I'm gonna show you the high pull. But then I'm actually going to change that superset, and I'm gonna show you a 1-arm barbell row. We did maybe a week or 2 ago called a Meadows row. So we'll do that one instead. So let's go both dumbbells. And I'm going to turn the barbell, be perpendicular to you guys so you can see both sides. All right, so now we just did bicep curls. Prior to that, we did an upright row. Elbows up, dumbbells up, wrists up, everything kind of even. Now we're gonna do what's called a high pull. Now, me personally, I kind of like this one a little bit better. It's maybe the same weight. I always do the same weight on those for no other reason than I know that weight. I just change how I do it. But instead of coming up all even, I'm actually going to externally rotate and get those dumbbells up and up by the ears, by the head, by the temple. And as I do that, as I come up, the elbows stop about shoulder height and the dumbbells come up. As they come up, I'm gonna throw the elbows back and I'm basically going to do a row, as if you were on a rowing machine or the lat pull down or any sort of row. Come up with the dumbbells, keep the dumbbells coming up, and open up that chest, pin the shoulder blades back. Okay, so that's gonna be exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, if you have dumbbells, we're just gonna do a straight 1-arm dumbbell row each side. If you have a barbell and you're gonna do your barbell like me, you're gonna do what's called a Meadows row. I'm going to hold the end of the barbell, the very end of the sleeve, and I'm gonna do my 1-arm dumbbell row on the bar. Reason I like this guy, dumbbell, that range of motion is pretty tight to your body. It's pretty close to your midline. You do the Meadows row on the bar, that elbow kicks out and your range of motion is actually out a little bit, away from your body, making it a little bit harder. So I like that one because it brings in the shoulders a little bit more, okay? So let's, I'll stop talking and let's get back to it. We're going upright row. We're turning that into a high pull, okay? In 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so meadow row or one-arm dumbbell row. Now you can square up your stance, you can stagger your stance, whichever gives you the most stability and control, as well as confidence. I'm gonna square up. Let's do it 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the reason I like pairing those two together is with that high pull, I'm trying to purposely pick on the shoulder, and this guy on the barbell, you're kind of exaggerating that you're double dipping on the shoulders. All right, here we go. Other side. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, smidge of a break and shake. 1 down, 2 to go. Well, hello there, Dr. Lauren. Real quick, if you guys haven't seen my story from earlier today, I went up in St. Charles, see Dr. Lauren Fitz. She's got a nice little medical facility there, and it's not like you're going to a doctor's office here. She practices functional medicine, and it's legit, it's the real deal. All the healthier options to prime and prep and prepare your body for future activities and life, as well as coming off of any aches and pains, problem areas, stiffness, soreness, chronic pain that you might be having from life. So feel free to give her a shout out and check her out. But I'll have more information for you guys to come. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's rock this sucker out. All right, we got that high pull for 10. High pull for 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Very good job. Now remember, we're trying to do what's called scapular retraction. We're trying to pin those shoulder blades back. This will help with that posture, given the fact that we're at the dang computer all day, every day. When you're ready, and hit it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now whether it's the barbell or the dumbbell, drive that elbow up, pinch, squeeze, retract your shoulder blades back together. There's my 10. Do a switch, slight break and shake on my switch, but I'm hit it again. 3, 2, 1, and go. 9 for me, and 10. All right, break and shake. All right, collect your thoughts, do what you gotta do. Break and shake. I got slightly distracted there. Maybe that's 2, maybe that's 3. But what I wanna do now, so if you think about it, let's say, I don't know, you're in a car and you ran the crap out of it and you ran it hard and the temperature's going and the engine's working. When you're done running it hard or racing or driving it hard, you don't just kill the engine and be done. A little bit not so good. You want to kind of let it idle for a little bit. You want to cool it down, especially if you got a turbo in that car. You got to let it come down a little bit. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to treat our body like a machine. So we just hit it hard. We just worked it. We just physically taxed it. Now let's kind of come down from it a little bit. All right, so we're going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to do this on the clock so it's a little bit easier. We're just very much so back to the beginning with those horizontal shoulder mobilities. So go ahead and be real loosey-goosey, nice and easy. Okay, we're gonna go 15 seconds. And we've already done 10, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it. Now, unlike when we were using this for a warm-up, we were trying to increase our range of motion. Every single rep, we're trying to get a little bit more, a little bit bigger, because we're going into the workout. 3, 2, 1, and switch it. Now our range of motion should be and could be a little bit bigger because we've already worked out. We're a little bit looser. Okay, so now the range of motion is already there. Now we just want to continue to take it through that range of motion. 2, 1. Last one vertically, but under control. Okay, we don't want to get all willy-nilly here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Shoulder circles, shoulder circles. Now I'm going to go 1 set forward and 1 set back. Forward shoulder circles and reverse shoulder circles, because I actually want to do a different shoulder arm circle with you guys. I want to show you just a little bit of a different variation on that. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, and reverse. So this next exercise is going to be our 2 arm circles. It's that big range of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward shoulder circles, same thing. Now you have 4 ranges of motion on this one, just to show you the side view. You have down or depressed shoulders. You have back, which we were working on today, which is a shoulder retraction. You have shrug, elevate, raise, lift the shoulders, and then protract or round forward. Okay, so try to get each one up, down, front, back as much as possible, as much as your shoulders will let you. 2, 1. All right, so last two here. We're going to go straight arm, shoulders forward, shoulders back, or arms forward, arms back. And then instead of doing this a second time, I want to show you a 1 arm variation, unlike the 1 arm variation that we did at the beginning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, and reverse. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, so when we did our warm-up, we did a staggered stance and we did 1 arm, and we had that little torso rotation. We had that little bit of movement. Now let's square up our stance. Instead of staying here, we're going to come across our body. So our torso rotation is naturally going to be just a little bit bigger, but it's okay because we're already warmed up and loose, so we can do that. So 1 arm, I'm going to go right arm across my body, and then I'm going to go right arm back across my body to bring it on back. So single arm, figure 8s, or 1 arm, figure 8s. Now, not to confuse you, but you do have the option of going a reverse figure 8 as well, which I typically do, but we'll just start with this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's going to be left side. So my left hand is coming across my body, and I'm going to rotate. I'm actually going to pivot and rotate my left side as well. Instead of being rigid and trying to move, be a little bit loose, a little bit freer. Because when you're moving from day to day, you're not going to be robotic here. You're just going to kind of go. So when you work out, when you train, you want to train like you live. And we're made to move when we live. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so there is an example of what an online workout could look like for you guys. If you need a change of pace, or if you wanted a visual while you work out and do this on your own at home. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, hit like, hit share, tag somebody that you know that would really benefit from this workout. I'd appreciate the help, and we will see you guys soon. Have a great day.